Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiera, and today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I'm back. But I for real thought that I just post content and nobody ever actually wants to know genuinely more about me or anything like that. But I'm just gonna be answering y'all's questions. Can I eat popcorn? Let's not do that. Let's not be gross. First question I got was how to find thrifted clothes. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That is the one thing that I'm really excited to go to after quarantine is over, is go thrifting again. I got an email from one of my favorite local thrift stores saying, hey, girl, you wanna come back?
We're open.
And part of me is kind of a little hesitant about it because I feel like it's slightly too soon. Here in Florida, they're reopening a lot of stuff already. I feel like we haven't even had a super strict stay-home order, so I'm a little hesitant to go thrifting, but I mostly just wear black. The only times I ever wear anything outside of being black is when it catches my eye or it's something different. Normally plaid, but that's not the point. So when I go in and I go into any thrift store, it doesn't matter which one, it doesn't matter which area that it's in. Personally, I prefer to go to ones that have people of my sort of demographic, like my size, about my age. It doesn't even necessarily have to be people that dress like me, because I also know that I dress differently than a lot of other people do, and that's okay. You can still find something, and even like if you have my sort of style, you can find something even in the preppiest part of town. Believe me when I say that you could find something really cool. But I just kind of sort through, I usually will be on Pinterest. I have a board on my Pinterest, link will be down below as well, where it's my future closet board, where I use it as a wish list. You'll notice that there's the same type of items over and over on there. And that's because I use it kind of as a keepsake in my mind to think, I would like to thrift this item. So when I go thrifting, I have those sorts of items in the back of my mind, or have an idea of kind of what I'd be looking for. I usually only search in the areas that have black clothing, and if I deviate from that, it's because I saw a pattern or something really cool that I thought was different and unique that I'd be interested in. And I try on everything. That's why online thrifting, I'm a bit hesitant on it, because I just prefer to try stuff on, because then I know the quality and stuff like that too. But yeah, I just kind of go through every rack. I go through every section. I go in the men's section too. I don't care. You can find some really cool jackets and sweaters and stuff over there too, that you may not find necessarily in the women's section. And the sleepwear section is also really cool. Do you like to travel, and what countries do you want to visit? I like traveling. I haven't really visited a lot of places. I haven't left the country before, and I've barely left the state, Florida. I've visited other places. I have been to Georgia. I have been to Alabama. Got family up in Alabama. I've been to Indiana. That's the farthest road trip I did. I've never been on a plane before either. I've been on a train, but it was a very short train ride with my aunt back in West Palm Beach. And what countries do I want to visit? All of them. I'm gonna give you my top 5 places that I really want to visit, so bad. I really want to visit Greece. Oh my god, I want to visit Greece so bad. It looks beautiful. I really want to visit Italy. Oh my gosh, I love pasta. And not even just that, but I feel the architecture and the cobblestone streets and stuff in Italy is so beautiful. There's so much wonderful art and things to go look at there too. Definitely want to visit Italy. I would love to see the UK, but I mean, I feel most American people have a slight obsession with the English UK. I don't know, but I know I went through a whole phase. You can tell me nothing. Ireland too. I just want to visit all these really cool places that have landscape that's completely different than what I'm used to. Florida's flat. I don't know if any of you knew this or anything, but our highest point above sea level is not even that high. It's barely a hill. So I've never seen mountains. I don't know what that looks like. That just sounds wild to me. I've never seen mountains. The idea of sand that's not at the beach, that just continues like a desert, that's a wild concept to me too. The idea of cliffs, what? see India. Oh my gosh, India is beautiful. And like the food, anytime I've had Indian food, it has been so tasty. And I love like the culture, and I feel like there's so much like color. And I know that sounds weird because I'm someone who doesn't wear color, but I do like just all the colors. I think it's so cool. And they have like sparkles. I'm into it, highly into it. Do you have any beliefs, like spiritually, religious? I'm not religious in any shape or form. I am not super like, I guess you could say like in a way spirituality is something that the idea of it intrigues me. I feel like I look at stuff in such an abstract way where I like the concept of it more than I like the actual thing itself. I just kind of abide by just do good, be good, you know, and out of the genuineness of like your being. Like don't do it because you think something else is gonna come out of it, or do like something for somebody with the intent that they're gonna do something for you back. Just be nice and good to people because you want to be. And I just figure as long as I live my life by that sort of mindset, we'll be fine. We'll be dandy. Do you have any other alternative people of color friends? I do. I be hyping them up all the time. Most of my other alternative like friends of color that I have are all online. Like I don't really know any in person. I don't, and I would love to, because I think it would be so fun. Like we could just scare everybody in Walmart together. It'd be fabulous. You could probably tell who they are because I constantly will like post them on my Instagram stories, or they'll constantly like be in my comments. We DM each other all the time. I'm in an alternative Black people group on Tumblr. If you're part of the group, like shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are so cool. But I'm in one of those as well. So I do actually talk to other alternative like people of color all the time. And I think it's really interesting because even then you kind of, I don't know, you kind of get like there's some solidarity there. You don't really have to explain yourself as much when you're with somebody who kind of gets you in that way. Favorite makeup brand? This is such an unfair question because I have like so many favorites because I mostly just like products. Like I've lately really been into like indie brands. Like I just want to buy from nothing but just indie brands. Black Moon Cosmetics. I really want to try their lashes and their highlighters and stuff too. Kind of wish that they would come out with a darker toned eyeshadow palette. And I'm not saying like it has to necessarily be like black toned, just darker tones, because their Orb of Light palette, I've seen other like people of my skin tone and a bit darker use it, but when I've swatched it in store, I get so excited whenever I see mustard shades and I swatch them and I'm like always just like, where did it go? I just accept it. Like I understand I have olive undertones, like very strong olive undertones, so yellow sometimes can disappear a little bit on me, but literally every mustard shade disappears on me, so I just get sad about it. But I want them to come out with like another eyeshadow palette that would be like maybe darker. So I love Black Moon Cosmetics so much. I really like Menagerie Cosmetics, and I like how they support like animals and stuff too. And their packaging is phenomenal. I have like a bunch of Menagerie Cosmetics singles. I have liquid lipsticks. I've been a fan of them since before they were Menagerie Cosmetics and they were Makeup Monsters. I've been a fan of them since then. What's another brand I have over here? I do like NARS a lot. I feel slightly bad saying it because it's like NARS is so just bougie. Like the whole line is bougie, but it has a very like sleek feeling about it that I just really enjoy. I really like, oh my gosh, you know what, actually currently at the moment, the one brand that has constantly been catching my eye that I'm constantly checking for, Elf. Believe it or not, Elf. I really like Elf. They have been coming out with so many cool products and things that have like caught my eye that I'm like, ooh, I see y'all over there. You know, the hydrating camo concealer, I think it is, I really want to try that out. Too bad though that the one shade that I think would fit me perfectly or for like my under eyes is sold out, and it's only sold online. Those eye putty primer things, really want to try that too. They have so many cool things that I'm really into. Sun or moon? Moon. But that shouldn't be a surprise. I have moon lights hung above my bed. I have moons literally everywhere. I want to get a moon tattoo. I think that would be so cute. Like maybe like my shoulder or something. I don't know. Water or fire. I don't like being hot, and I stay in like the worst state to like not enjoy being hot because it's hot here all the time. Actually, hold on, what temperature is it? Hey Google, what temperature is it?
The temperature in Orlando right now is 88 degrees.
So I hate being hot, so I'm gonna say water. I'm gonna say water. Water or chaos? Both. Because like I like to think of things like there's certain parts of my life that are very organized, very much so like categorized out. Like if you look at my freezer right now, you would think something's wrong with me because it is so organized out by like everything together, like where it's supposed to go. I am a clean person. Like I like to have things clean, but at the same time, my vanity looks terrible right now. There's chaos, but I also just did my makeup, and like there's things in my bedroom that are like currently messed up too. So it's kind of like a bit of both. So I would say both. I can't really choose one or the other simply because I feel like both need to exist. You can't really have a well balanced world without both of them. What products do you use in your hair? Oh my gosh. When I first went natural, I only like exclusively used Just Shea Moisture because when I first went natural like years ago, the natural hair movement was just starting and everybody seemed to have like Shea Moisture. Like that was just all that they would use. Like all the curly girls would just use that. And in the beginning when I first went natural, I of course didn't really know what worked for me. So I just tried a bunch of stuff from Shea Moisture and was hoping, just crossing my fingers and hoping. So I still have a lot of like products from Shea Moisture that I still like and use because I almost use like almost everything they got. So and their products are good. It's just I think certain lines work better for certain things. Like they have a line for like low porosity hair now, and like they have expanded into like different hair types rather than just starting from like curly coily to like kinky coily kind of thing. Now they have other lines which I think are super cool. I know currently in my hair, what do I have? What's that? Curl Stretch Pudding, and then it's like mousse. No, it's not mousse, it's gel. It's the curling like gel souffle kind of thing. And what else is it? I know I have something else in here too. I think it's a leave-in. It might be the Carol's Daughter, to be honest. And I like Carol's Daughter. I'm actually really tempted to try out more of their other products as well too. Simply because I really like the line that I got from them. And currently I'm trying out the Away detoxifying shampoo that says it's for all hair types. I have pretty dry scalp. I like that shampoo. It's not bad. I'm gonna need to test out like one more time when this weekend rolls around, when I wash my hair again, and see how I really feel about it, because I definitely can't use it how I normally use my other shampoos because it's a very detoxifying. Like your scalp will be clean. Do you have a favorite author? I actually don't. I know that sounds so bad. There's just certain stories that I really like. I feel like I've read books recently, but like none of them are really coming to my mind except one. Oh gosh, and I almost feel like it's not even like low-key deep kind of book. It's like one you could probably find at your local library or something in like the teenage young adult section. I don't care. Those stories in there are good. I can't get into a lot of the adult stories because I feel like I'm at a weird space where like I'm too young to like fully understand where the characters are coming from. You know what I mean? Like they're like established in careers. They've got like a whole house. A house? I can't relate. So I feel like I'm too young for like the full adult sections of books. And I feel like most of the books that are written about like 20-somethings are considered like young adult, or they're just in the teenage section of a library. So I still will read from the teenage section of the library. But it's a book, and I forget the name of it. It's like, it's got on the cover, it's got this like good girl and like villainous girl, and it's about this school where the characters from like fairy tales, basically. All the fairy tale students, they all are kind of trained and put into a role similar to like Harry Potter, in the sense where they're sorted into like different houses. They're like, you're good, you're bad, you go to the villain side, you go to the hero side. And like the characters go to like different sides of the school. They're still at the same school but like different, and they have like activities of like, you know, hero versus like villain and stuff like that. It's a very interesting story, and it sounds like it'll just kind of go straight across the board of like who's gonna win, who's gonna lose, and it doesn't. But it doesn't in a way that I don't know if you would fully see coming. Oh, that's such a good book. Also, the Ugh.Kerria book is absolutely fabulous. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend. I know it's on Amazon, so you can order it at this time if you wanted to. I love that book. That book, I think it's like Things I Wished I Could Tell You or something like that. That book is really good. It's actually on my Amazon wish list for me to buy at some point because I want to own it and just have it, you know, and dog your pages without feeling guilty. And then what are you currently watching? I'm currently watching You, but I had to take a breather for a minute because like, I'm pissed. Karen did not deserve this. She's a good lady. Beck is a hot mess. It's like she's not even worth all this effort. Oh my God. He's like infatuated. He's like, oh, it's more than love. Yeah, it's obsession, my guy. So I've been watching You. I finished last week in like the span of 2 days. Dang it, what's the name of that show? Never Have I Ever? Never Have I Ever. Yes, that's the name of the show. That is good as so good. If you haven't watched it, highly recommend it. If you do watch it, let's talk about it. I have feelings. I did post like an Instagram story of like a guy eating an onion, and it's from that show of Never Have I Ever. That is so good. Oh, but like one of the guys irks me, like one of the like main love interests, because it's a teenage story. Okay, I'm not even gonna like BS you, but it's not like how you think it's gonna go. One of the guys that she's interested in the show that I don't see it for him because he looks like he's my age. Like the main character actress clearly looks like she's like 15, 16. And she's got this main love interest dude that looks like he is every bit of somebody who should be dating like somebody my age. My guy's got a 5 o'clock shadow and you're telling me he's supposed to be 16? He's chiseled. If anyone has any suggestions, I'm all ears. And it doesn't matter if it's terrible, because I love terrible movies and terrible shows. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I see myself hopefully having finished school by then. I've debated upon like maybe getting like a master's or something like after I finish my bachelor's, but it really just depends upon like the job market and stuff, like if it would be worth it for me to go get a master's, because currently my major is accounting. So I don't know, like I don't know if it would be worth it at that point in time to like get a master's in accounting or something like that. But yeah, so in 5 years I'd hope to be done with that. I'd hope to not be living in Florida. And don't get me wrong, I love Florida. I've grown to love it more since I moved away from like the rural part of Florida. I think I'm just a very much like a city person. I don't think I really am for like suburban life, you know, in a city where you can like kind of know every and anybody. I don't really like that. So I think I'm just more of, I would like to be able to pass you on the street and literally never see you again in my life. I like that type of energy. So in 5 years, I would hope to have moved out of Florida. I have a very romanticized idea in my head of like the upper East Coast. I know it's cold, but hear me out. It's hot here. I'm dying. In 5 years, I also would really like to, like this, like what I'm doing now, I would really like to formulate this into being like, I really want to be like a content creator. I've been manifesting it, and like, you know, as long as I put in the work and like effort to try to do the things that I would want to do, I think it'll happen eventually. So I would really like to be a content creator. If and I don't really know if I'd want to do it full time, but I would definitely like to do at least part time. So I think that would be something I'd want to have in my life to some extent in the next 5 years as well. I'm really pushing for it, and I want to make the moves to like have that be a thing, you know. But yeah. Oh, what makes you cry? People, okay, So with everything, I'm gonna try not to cry here because I cry at literally everything. It does not take a lot to make me cry. That's why I'm like, I can't take people yelling at me because I will cry. Don't raise your voice at me. I literally will cry. Do you want to see tears? Because I'll give you the waterworks. So with everything kind of going on, I'm not even gonna lie, I've been like way more stressed, way more like anxious than normal. I already be like really anxious anyway, but like, we're like up here. Like the other day when I had to go to the store to go get headphones because Luna chewed my headphones, I was not only irked that she chewed up my headphones, but I was also then like, I don't want to leave my house. Because in a way, it almost feels like it's illegal to go outside. Like I feel like I'm about to be scolded by going outside. And we do have a curfew here. It's not like super strictly enforced, I don't think. It's like 8 o'clock. You can still go to the store, you know. And I felt so guilty going to the store because all I bought at the time was headphones and lip balm. And I felt so guilty. And it wasn't like, because the delivery fee was like $20. It was so expensive. So I didn't want to just pay like $7.99 for like just one pair of headphones from like Office Depot to have it delivered to me, and then I had to pay a small cart fee of like $10 because my cart amount was like really low because it was just the headphones. I'm like, but that's all what I want. Why are you charging me extra? Because that's all that I want. You're already charging me a delivery fee on top of that. Then there's taxes, and I'm like, at the end of it, it was like $22 for like a pair of like $8 headphones. I refused. At that point, it was like, I will just go to the store. But I also didn't need food. And I also kind of felt like this isn't necessary for me to go to the store. You know, like I could live without this. But it's also like, no, me creating videos and creating content and editing things is literally like what is holding me together. I felt so guilty. And I think I cried. Whatever. That's not important. Anyway, I've been trying to stay away from like news. They say ignorance is bliss, and it really is. Like, I don't need any more extra stress. I already provide enough of that fuel myself for myself, like hand delivered, express shipping. I don't need any extra. So I've been trying to just be surrounded by as much positive stuff as possible. And the few things recently that have like made me want to cry is like those videos of like people doing really nice things for their grandparents. Oh, I'm trying not to cry because I'm trying really hard not to cry because even thinking about it just makes me want to cry. Because like, okay, growing up, I only had one grandparent and I thought he was the coolest dude ever. I still think he was like really, really cool. He was just unapologetically himself. Now, you know, he would just say anything that came to his mind, and I think that's so interesting of a way to live your life, you know. But like when people do nice things for their grandparents, and like the videos of people that do like drive-by checkups on their parents so their parents come outside, dance, and having a good time, or like the videos of like animals just like loving on their person or something like that. It just, those sorts of things just really make me want to cry because I think that's what it is. It's just the kindness, the genuine kindness of other people just makes me want to cry because like it's just so sweet. It's so beautiful. And you know, it's like it's so easy as well to, you know, to make the decision to be nice to somebody as it is to also then just decide to be rude and demeaning and everything to somebody. You always have a choice of which way you want to go about it, and it's just as easy to make either decision. But when people still choose to be kind in the face of literally anything, it's just, it makes me really happy. The question is, fave band / solo artist. I'm actually going to answer both of them because the question was, who's your favorite band? And if not, if you don't have a favorite band, who's your favorite solo artist? I have both. Not one and the same thing. My favorite band, God, sometimes I almost feel like it's such a close tie between the two. Is like, I love My Chemical Romance, but I also really love Mice and Men. And then there's like, but then there's 21 Pilots. 21 Pilots. 21 Pilots, of Mice and Men, My Chemical Romance. I also listen to a little bit of every and anything too. So, like, I just listen to good music. Ooh, and then my favorite solo artist. I have a few that I'm gonna recommend to y'all real quick. Some of them are indie, some of them are like probably bigger mainstream. I don't know. Dependence is amazing. It's this one guy, he's like a vocalist. The lyrics are so good. Oh my god. Dependence is amazing. If you have not listened to Dependence, you're missing out. Especially if you like, he gives me like La Dispute. If you listen to La Dispute, gives me a little bit of Real Friends, but less pop, like way less pop. Like it's full, more so like storytelling kind of version of like La Dispute, but with the same sort of like rough, very emotional voice of like Real Friends. He's just so interesting. It's so cool. I like Dependence a lot. He's one of my favorite solo artists. I also really like V. I've actually talked to him on Instagram, and I think he's so dope. He's so dope. And his actual artist name is just the letter V, which is very difficult to find. So I'm actually going to link his Spotify page down below so you can actually find it, because all the rest of these you could type it in and you'll find it on Spotify. But the V you will not, because type in the letter V if you want to. Unless you type in one of his song names, you're not going to find him. But V is really cool. He's like very like hip hop, not really, oh yeah, kind of hip hoppy, but like lo-fi vibe. It's just music you can really just chill to 100%. The second to last question is, how are you? Me currently, we're not bad, girl. We're doing okay. I think what really just helps, because every day feels like a Sunday to me. Every day kind of feels the same. I might play Sims tonight. I spent 2 hours yesterday. I'm also running on a couple hours of sleep, and it's been because my sleeping schedule's messed up. Like, it is gone. Like, I sleep when I sleep, for how long I sleep, truly. It's bad. But I spent like 2 hours building a house in Sims yesterday. I was on the phone, and I just literally spent 2 hours for this one bedroom, one bathhouse. And I had the greatest time, honestly. I had such a good time. Luna, how are you? Oh, precious as always. Shia, how are you? Sleeping. My favorite black lipstick. I only really wear liquid lipsticks. Actually, that's kind of a lie. I wear 2 different kinds of lipsticks. Liquid matte lipsticks or glosses. That's it. If it's not either or camp, I don't do the in between. I feel like having a sheer lipstick is like, I could just wear a gloss, like a tinted gloss at that point. And then it's like, if I want something that's more like super light coverage, it's like I could just wear a balm, like a lip balm. Why bother at that point? But I also like my lips, so I like putting on lipstick. My favorite black lipstick is easily this one, which is what I have on. This is the Black Moon Cosmetics liquid lipstick. Oh, I can see like I'm already starting to get kind of low because you see like the air bubble in there. This is the shade Sleepwalker. Oh yeah, I'm rebuying this whenever it runs out, because it is gonna run out, because I love this. My second favorite black liquid lipstick is this one. This is by Milani. This is in the shade Leather. This is so good. You can get these at Walmart. I honestly wasn't sure at the time if this was a limited edition color or not, but it's actually like in their permanent line. This is the satin matte version, which I find is their better version. Though it says satin, it's not really. This is just matte. On me, or at least, it's just matte. It doesn't really have any like sort of shine, but it doesn't look like dry, like, you know, like fully matte, but it also doesn't, I wouldn't qualify it as satin either. Final question. Beautiful, wonderful, great finish. So thank you for coming to my channel. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you to everybody who asked me a question. I'm totally down to do this again. This is really fun, because some of them really made me think, like, on like maybe like why I think or have answers the way that I do. I don't know. But yeah, if you liked this video, please do feel free to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel for more content. I normally post like fashion videos, and like sometimes I'll throw in a beauty video every now and then when I'm feeling jazzy. If you want to see more fashion content from me, do subscribe, and also follow me over on my Instagram. I post content daily over on there. My handle is at Ugh.Kerria, spelled Kerria. If you would like to see the Pinterest board that I referenced earlier about like how I keep things like in the back of my mind for thrifting stuff, that will also be linked down below. My Tumblr, where I post outtakes and like extra photos and just other kinds of content type of stuff, that will also be linked down below there too. Feel free to go ahead and give me a follow over there. And if you ever want to ask me a question or just talk to me, feel free to DM me at any point in time. I like talking to y'all so much. It is so fun. If you ever want to shop my closet or find any other cool items that like are slightly too big for me, or I'm just not wearing as much at the moment, especially with this whole quarantine thing, girl, I've been wearing everything in my closet. I don't care that I'm sitting in front of a computer. I'm styling as I type these emails. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really do appreciate it. Like, I'm being so serious. I really do appreciate it. I enjoy like any sort of feedback I get. I just enjoy being able to communicate with you guys. It means the world to me to just know that there's people out there who do like me for me. No, you know what I mean? Like, in a sense where it's nice because it feels like I have a community of people that I can always just tap into and talk to and just be myself with. Like, I don't really sugarcoat a whole lot about myself. There are some things I don't go into because that's my business, but like, I just find it really cool that y'all are here and that y'all appreciate me and just enjoy what I do. And it means a lot when you tell me that too, like that you enjoy my content or that you are happy that I post things all the time or anything like that, or like, oh, I inspire you or something like that. I can't put into words how much that means to me. It's wonderful. So I do appreciate it, and thank you guys so much. I hope to talk to you sometime soon, somewhere on the internet. I don't know. But yeah, and in the meantime, I really, really do hope that you're having a good day. And if not, I hope that I was able to take your mind off of it for a little bit and maybe entertain you a little bit. And we'll be okay. We will be fine, you know? So please do really, truly take care.